It is time for the Drew Yari Show. Drew Yari.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ruben, what's going on?
Hey, Drew.
How you been, man?
Tired. 6 days straight working.
Oh,
But
man.
we're here. We're good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, I was just telling Ruben. Unfortunately, I've been awake since I think like 4 in the morning. You guys ever had one of those dreams where like you'll hear a noise in the dream, but it's something that happened in real life that woke you up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this dream that me and Betty or Betty was mad at me for something, and in my dream I was in the restroom, and all of a sudden I just hear someone like not even pound on the door, but just like hit the door to where it sounds like they were hitting it with a fucking sledgehammer or something. And I just open the bathroom door and I just see what looks like Betty run into the room, and I awake. I'm like, wait. Is someone outside fucking with our cars? So I just went outside to check on the cars. Cars are fine. Our cats are fine. So I don't know if that was just a dream or that was something coming from somewhere else. But it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Oh, man.
But yeah. Speaking of freaking out, welcome to busflip part 3 of 2021. This is a special edition that we had to cover. I mean, if there's a bus flip, we have to cover it. Whether it's myself or Ruben or myself or RJ, or all three of us. And being that this is part 3 of the 2021 bus flip that is known as WWE, or known as WWE bus flip part 3. It's a pretty interesting show. And, I mean, you already know who we are. I mean, let me introduce you to RJ and Ruben. Say hello, guys.
Yo, it's good.
Yeah, what's happening?
A lot's happening, Ruben.
You can say that again.
a lot's happening, Ruben. Nothing. So yesterday, I know earlier in the day, they announced that there was going to be a lot of cuts. I know they cut an executive that was with the company. Do you guys remember who that was? Because I don't.
Stan.
Okay.
A guy that was a job guy. I do believe he jobbed a Ryback like 10 years ago, or just about 10 years ago.
It said he was with the company for 15 years, I believe.
Right. I know he was a job guy at a point. He did a job to Ryback one time. I do remember that.
But and then they announced that there was going to be actual talent cuts. So
Here we go.
I was at the movies. We saw the Eternals, and of course I had my phone cut off, just like you should. You should have your phone turned off or at least on silent during the movies. And as soon as the movie let out, as soon as the credits roll, I look at my phone and I see the talent that were cut. Because I know before we got to the movies, I was checking my phone. I know Scarlett Bordeaux posted, in 30 days I'll be able to work again, which I didn't really put 2 and 2 together what that really meant, because I know she was out for a while, because I know Kevin Castle, he's pretty close with Cross, where he mentioned that Scarlett was out for some type of medical condition. So I don't know. I was kind of a death where I didn't put 2 and 2 together and realize, oh, maybe she's talking about she'll be able to come back to work in 30 days. But, again, I found out the horrible, awful truth after I got out of the movie. So, here we go. I screenshotted Brian Alvarez's list of all the talent that were cut due to budget cuts, quote unquote. So let's start. Frankie Monet.
Ruben, you want to go ahead and take it away?
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, why bring her in? But I already know why. But this is just rhetorical, Ruben. asking, but why a lot of these people bring him in if you're just gonna release him? And Frankie Monet, Taya Valkyrie, like she's a good hand, she's a good hustler, and definitely could have boosted the women's division on Raw, SmackDown, so, especially on Raw. But yeah, never had a chance. Just mind-boggling. But I was just like, just her alone. I was like, wait, what? Just she never got a chance, and she was going to wrestle for the NXT women's title, but the plans that happened. What Mandy Rose winning it, that just sealed her deal. Because again, Triple H, like a lot of these releases are just getting rid of the old NXT, just the old guard, and still I'm upset with this name, but the other names, I was upset, like legit upset.
RJ, what do you think?
I would like to say I'm surprised, but like Ruben said, man, like they were getting rid of some of the. And look, Frankie Monet is almost 40.
Mm-hmm.
From all intents and purposes, and what we're hearing that Vince McMahon wants younger talent, which probably means 20, like 23 years old and up to 30. That's all he wants. Frankie Monet is 37 to 38 years old. She's close to 40. And
yeah.
I hate to say it because this is WWE, but she's not in the same shape that she used to be in like 10 years ago.
Right.
If you go back, this woman was like ripped to shreds. And now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my women thick and juicy. But thick and juicy ain't what WWE wants to put on television. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a mixture of that age and her physical appearance, which is a shame because she is talented. I think her performances in NXT wasn't all that great.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything reflecting Taya Valkyrie there in NXT, so it was kind of uneventful. And the Frankie Monet name just sucked anyways. I'm sorry. She should have just been Taya Valkyrie. But, hey, it is what it is. Am I surprised? No. But you would have thought she would have had a little bit more of a chance, being the fact that she's with Morrison. But I guess not.
I'm not really too surprised because, again, I wasn't too familiar with their work in Impact because I don't really watch Impact. The only thing I was able to gauge from her performance was that everybody thought she was really good and that she kind of had a Beth Phoenix appeal. Is that a fair thing to say? So whenever she came in as Frankie Monet, I was just like, is this supposed to be the girl that everybody was, drooling over? Like, I didn't like the gimmick. I know she was trying to put it over, and people who knew her were like, oh well, if you really knew who Taya Valkyrie is, then you know who Frankie Monet is. It's like, but I don't know who Frankie Monet is or Taya Valkyrie. So I didn't like the character because it just seemed like she really only wrestled 2 matches. One being like a job match against somebody, or somebody jobbing to her, and then she had that championship match. That's literally the only 2 matches I can remember her having. Other than that, she just has been doing a lot of a lot of talking, a lot of backstage segments. Robert Stone. So it's just like, I'm not too surprised that she got released because she didn't really do anything. So
right,
and
it was very uneventful.
Right, it's like Ruben said. It's like, what's the point of hiring these people if you're not going to have anything to do with them? And
well, I mean, the changing of the guard too. Like that, she was a Triple H signing, and then wham bam, Vince comes in. He wants younger guys. He wants raw guys, and rightfully so. Like I can't fault Vince, but my thing is that I would have a mix of both. Like, why not have your seasoned vets and have them help work with the younger guys. Like I don't think that they should just clean house on all the vets that have wrestling experience. But that's just me. I think Frankie Monet could have been, God, I hate that fucking name. Taya Valkyrie could have been some type of asset off and on camera for WWE and for some of the younger women. So that they missed out on that.
Right. Next on the list is Ember Moon.
Not surprised.
Yeah, she. I was never an Ember Moon fan, to be honest, and even when she came back, I was still never really a fan. I mean, I liked her with Shotzi, but she's someone that's kind of like a Kyle O'Reilly type in a sense where they're good talent, but they're better in a tag team. And
because they don't have the substance to carry an act on their own.
Right.
She's not very charismatic. She has probably one of the best finishers in the business. That Eclipse is like, holy shit. But besides that, she doesn't offer anything charismatically or like I don't get the appeal. I don't.
It's also like she has, and another thing with Kyle O'Reilly is that they both have the inability to cut a promo, and also, like you said, to be charismatic. Because, I mean, I made the joke of you see Ember cut a promo and she sounds like a cheerleader. She doesn't sound cool or badass. Like she just
what she sounds like. Sorry to cut you off.
What? No, that's fine.
With a joke that's probably gonna get me in trouble, but. She sounds like a black girl trying to act white.
No, you're absolutely right. That was
like she does
a
not
lot of my friends say too.
She doesn't come across authentic. Like me and Ruben are sounding it's one thing to sound professional, right? That's what me and Ruben sound like. When we come on these shows, we sound professional. But oh my gosh. I'm gonna punch Bailey in the face and I'm gonna win that championship. Like, come on, like you don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. Not being from Texas, coming from Booker T school, you're not talking like that. I'm sorry, you're not talking like that.
So RJ, what you really means is that she's trying to sound like Brandy Rhodes.
Oh my, she sounds worse than Brandy. Oh my god. At least Ember actually does something right. Brandy Rhodes, I just want her completely off my TV screen.
Yeah,
I mean, she's fine as hell. She's fine as hell to look at. I mean, she's got a great body like you wouldn't believe, but it's just like, damn, you got to go. I don't want to see you in wrestling anymore. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to keep it clean, but
nah. You don't keep it clean on the show. You're as dirty as you want to be, RJ.
Filthy as I want to be. Filthy, dirty, nasty, just the way we like it.
Oh, WCW throwback. Ruben, what'd you think? Ember
Moon. I mean, I'm a fan of Ember Moon, but like you guys said, there's just a lot of cons than pros. While she's good in the ring, finisher is really dope, one of my favorites, and she's thicker than a Snickers.
That indeed.
Yes, even though she got all those things going, it's like damn, like not charismatic enough. But still, I would have kept it with with Shotzi, but they just decided, hey, we're just gonna split them up, and we knew the writing was on the wall. I'm not surprised, but it's disappointing. Her being released is disappointing, but maybe she'll go to an Impact or maybe AEW. But we're gonna get into that later. All these releases, because this is like Tony Khan has to be careful in who he signs, because he's been signing way too many people. But going back to Ember Moon, a fan of hers, but like you guys were saying with those key cons, like I would understand why she got released, but that doesn't mean I'm you gotta be pissed about it still. You gotta be upset about it. So I'm definitely upset about her being released.
All right. Next is Jesse Kamea.
Didn't do anything with poor girl either. Very green. One of the newer girls, and I did like the fact that they had like Taya Valkyrie with her and Robert Stone, but it was just like it never progressed. It never progressed. It never went anywhere. Like they were on TV and they would get their asses kicked, and you never really saw them like that. So the writing was on the wall for that one too. Like I said, we didn't see any improvement from her really. And I don't know, she's a weird looking chick to me. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about her, like looks wise, but she kind of looked weird to me. Didn't look like anybody that Vince would put any stock into.
Go ahead, Rube.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say here, but yeah, I do remember her being in, Robert Stone, but and I'm looking at her now. She looks okay. I mean, it is, she's not my type, but she's definitely someone else's type. But yeah, this again, she didn't do much of anything or given a chance to do much of anything. So it is what it is. It sucks though. Yeah, just everyone except but one or two, depending on who you talk to, pissed that they lost their jobs. But yeah, not much to say here.
Right, and I think she had that one match. I only really remember seeing her in one singles match. I just remember saying, okay, she's tall, and that's really about it. Because I thought for a second they were going to do something with her, and I guess maybe they just wanted to reserve that tall spot for Raquel. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know? Who's next? Katrina Cortez.
Didn't do anything with this poor chick either, so wasn't really surprised there either.
She had a job match against another person on our list that we'll get into ASAP. What about you, Rube?
I remember her in the luchador mask. That's about it.
All right. Thicker than a Snicker too, by the way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't like Snickers. I like Milky Ways.
She's got yams for days, man.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it was enough to really impress. I guess Vince and whoever else.
Next is Jeet Rama. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh my god, that's the guy from Family Guy, the Indian strong guy. Oh, they finally let him go after all this time. They had this guy in a contract for like 7 years.
Jesus.
They did jack shit with this guy, and they cut him.
That's got
to suck. I'm surprised he lasted this long, to be quite honest with you.
It's like, God damn it! Why did I answer my phone? Ruben, do you have anything? Ruben, do you have anything to add for Jeet Rama?
I mean, he's 40 years old. He's a Capricorn, so fellow Capricorn getting fired sucks. And he's 6'4". I mean, but he is 40 years old, so that's the thing. He's cutting people who are old, and they're not using. So it's like I see, of course, like or RJ mentioned this, like they just trimming the fat. Everyone that's at least 40, going 40. So I don't. That's surprising considering I didn't know who this person is until now. Yeah, just again, that's surprising.
I didn't even know the guy was 40. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Ben said, he's 40. Get this guy the fuck out of here.
Get him out of here. He's 40.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get 40. Get that old piece of shit off my roster. God damn it.
Get him out of here.
I hate old people.
Fuck out of here. Get him.
But Vince, you're old, so we should release you. No, that's not the point.
I need something about
Goldberg. Shut up.
Goldberg's still got another 5 years left in him.
He's got another 15 after that performance at Crown Jewel. Damn it!
Someone get Mark Calloway on the phone. God damn it! We need some youthful blood on here. God damn it!
With Steve Borden at? Oh shit! I forgot AEW. Fuck.
Does somebody have Steve Austin's phone number?
Where did Ric Flair go? We fired him, Vince. What? Oh fuck! God.
We're some youthful, sprung young talent when you need it.
Where's Mick Foley? Damn it! Let's cut his hair off and emasculate him and get on TV again. When I bring Roman Reigns' dad in and talk about how much he has a Chinese noodle mustache. Son of a bitch.
We need new opponents for Roman. What's Sean doing? Is he still in NXT? Which you know what? Which you know what? I think Sean, if he were to get back in the ring right now, he could have a good match. I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that.
Granted, he's lost a lot of hair, but he's in great shape.
Oh God, bald Michaels.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Dawn
Bald Michaels. Oh my God.
All right. Next on the list, Oni Lorcan.
They wasn't doing jack shit with the guy anyways. After they Pete Dunne and my man there, what's his name? Big guy. What's his name? Titch McGee.
Danny Burch?
No, Titch McGee. What's his name? The guy that got drafted to SmackDown. He hadn't even showed up yet.
Ridge Holland?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I was talking about. Titch McGee.
McGee.
Yeah, ever since they kicked him out of the group, they haven't been seen since. And I'm surprised Danny Burch did not get cut either.
Yeah.
Did he? Did he get cut?
No.
I don't remember seeing his name. Yeah. Oh my damn.
Well, he's currently hurt, so I don't think they're gonna cut him if he's hurt.
No, he came back.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
remember they turned on both of them.
Oh.
They haven't been seen since.
They don't know what they're doing with him. He probably hasn't answered his phone.
That's a good strategy.
Oh.
Good call.
Yeah, this is why WWE can't fire certain people. This is why they can't fire Paige, probably.
My phone is on silent because I'm busy getting depaid.
I'm on me Twitch pretending how to play video games and then talking about how much I love me followers, even though I wish they all fall off a fucking bridge.
I hate you all.
God damn it! Why isn't Sarai answering her phone? Fire me again! God damn it!
That's close enough.
But Vince, she's Asian and she's British. Ah, damn it! I don't care.
So what? All these multicolored bitches gotta go.
We need blondes with big titties. God damn it!
Blondes, big titties. And hey, by the way, I seen one the other night. That girl, what's her name? The girl, I call Tiffany her. I said, Tiffany, look at you on stage. This is you if you was like really like big and like busty. And she's like, oh gee, thanks a lot. That girl, she was on WoW, the Lioness girl. Got curly hair. I forgot. You guys aren't Mish. Mish is probably like the only person on the podcasting scene to like really watch that show.
Yeah, I don't watch WoW, unfortunately, dude.
Yeah, but it was, like she's all over the internet and everything like that too. They signed her. She was on that Duke Hudson's little poker room the other night. Like she was in there, so I think she is going to get a fucking push, and she's not bad in the ring actually. So for a girl that's got like a big ass and shit, like she's actually pretty mobile and not bad. So I'm thinking that girl's gonna get a top spot right off the bat. But I just brought that up since you said blonde and big titties. I thought that was a nice segue. But yeah, she's got the talent. So yeah, be on the lookout for her. But
Oni.
Who's he talking about again? Oni Lorcan. Smell you later. He's gonna go to the Indies and kill it. Will AEW sign him? I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Who cares?
I hope not, because
they can't sign everybody in the mother. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And Ruben, I don't know if you agree with me. Drew, I don't know if you agree with me either. But all this crying about WWE cutting people too, right? I want that same energy whenever AEW has to start cutting people or they just let people walk from their contract.
Yeah.
I agree.
Will people maintain that same energy? Will it be fuck AEW for letting them walk? How dare they? I'm waiting on that. I want to see people keep that same energy.
Why'd you sound like Sonny Kiss for a second?
Oh, he's the first one to go. Oh like, my god!
Like, all right, Sonny, bye, and he just starts twerking outside the fucking building.
They're gonna put what you call it? They gotta play Bootylicious from Destiny's Child. That's the perfect theme song for him. Honestly,
yeah.
Like just thinking about Tony Khan, like getting all this music from from all these these recognized songs and using them as theme songs. Like I think that'd be perfect for Sonny Kiss. I don't want to see it personally, but I mean, if they insist on having this guy on TV or Dark or whatever, they might as well do it.
Well, I mean, he only gets a royalty music for people that are actually over, quote unquote.
Oh, I mean, according to a lot of people, Sonny Kiss is over.
With who?
I have no idea. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I know a bunch of LGBTQ community members, and they don't give a shit about Sonny Kiss and his twerking ass.
The guy community
out there twitching his back. What did Jim Cornette say? He's got that sway back. I'm about making a joke about Sonny Kiss having a better arch in his back than a lot of women I know from down here.
Jesus.
The joke was on them that a lot of women around here have a bunch of flat asses. So that the joke was on them, but it was like, oh god, like that tweet popped last year. Couldn't be just fucking around. But he's probably the first one to go if they ever cut anybody. But Oni Lorcan, good wrestler. Don't get me wrong, like he's one of those guys that strong style guy, wrestles that that shoot, punch, slap style, and it's good, but he was never going to make it in WWE. Let's be honest. He was never going to make it.
Oh, no. Yeah. No. Ruben, what'd you think about Oni?
Fan of his, but again, like, just bland as, sugar-free applesauce.
Sugar-free applesauce.
And listen, I love me some applesauce, and he is not it. And it's unfortunate, but he will kill in the indies, though. And he's like big. Old. Like again, he's 35. 35 is not that old, but to certain people, that's old. I'm just like that's right. I'm like 4 years away from being 35, so it's like Jesus Christ. But yeah, like he'll kill it in the indies. I think he'll either go to Impact or I can see him going to Impact or maybe kill in the indies. Like, definitely. But yeah, it's just, he had a couple of good matches, especially him and Danny Burch, like, good tag team. But just. I
tell you what, he was one of the guys that got a good, he put on probably the best squash match I've ever seen in wrestling history. Him and Lars Sullivan going at it.
Yeah.
That was a good, I still remember that match, like, almost 4 years later. 3 or 4 years later. Him and Lars Sullivan on NXT back when we were still on the network. They had an awesome squash match. That was fucking great, man. I like that. That was really good, man. Like that was Lars' best match.
Yep.
Biff is good. He'll be fine. He'll go to the Indies. AEW, I don't know if that's in the cards for him. Maybe an Impact. I don't know, but he's gonna kill in the Indies. That's for sure. PWG is calling him probably right now.
I just remember a story Joe Numbers told because he's actually a Boston boy, and he worked with Joe.
They call him the Boston Butcher.
Joe brought up a story when he was on NXT, and he gave this promo, and I forgot who the promo was for, but he was asking, Oni, like why did you accept so and so's challenge? And Oni just looked into the camera because he wanted it. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. But next is Trey Baxter.
God, this is awkward because they just started like promoting him and and Cora Jade's relationship on television. So that was kind of awkward.
Yeah, that's just weird because like a lot of these, well, not a lot, but a few of these guys that got released, it's like they were actually doing something. You know, even if it wasn't huge, they were at least doing something. And
he was a big fixture on the 205 Live show. I mean, I know nobody watched that, but like he was on there wrestling and having great matches every week on there. So I thought that was very weird.
Now that we're on 205 Live, can they just get rid of that show already since the majority of their roster has been released?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed they've been putting on women on 205 Live too.
A whole lot of women. A lot of the green girls. A lot of girls that got cut today too. Like I know Katrina Cortez is on there, and that's stupid, by the way. How the hell they give this girl two names when she wears a fucking mask? Like seriously, a masked luchadora. Her name is Katrina fucking Cortez. What? Huh?
Yeah.
Like nothing La Mystica or Pink Bitch translated in Spanish. Like you couldn't come up with anything. El Thunder Dies. Like you couldn't come up with anything like a name, like a fucking wrestling name instead of Katrina Cortez, who belongs working at a fucking building. You couldn't come up with anything original. God damn it, Katrina Cortez for a fucking luchadora.
Yeah, so bland and cookie cutter. It's very cookie cutter like name that they.
Who had Thunder Dies? Oh my God! Oof. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Doing some research tonight.
Oh my God. Woof.
Yeah, we get horny RJ in the morning for these shows.
Yeah.
God Almighty on Saturday mornings. Damn it.
But what do you think, Rube? Trey Baxter.
To be honest. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but I don't know who this guy is. I'm just looking at him for the first time. And we don't trust gingers here. I'm just but again, it sucks that he was on TV. Even if it was 205 Live, but he was on TV. And they just axed him. So it's kind of weird. But again, it's just like a theme that they have here. But besides that, there's not much to say. But I mean, he'll probably go to the Indies and kill it there.
Yeah, he'll probably go back to GCW and tear it up over there.
Yeah,
I don't see AEW snagging him up for like maybe dark stuff, but like nothing. I don't think he's gonna get like Dynamite time.
Yeah, he's young too. He's 24 years old, which is. Weird,
and he can always be brought back too. Like I mean, like a lot of like we have to remind the people out there, just because you get cut today doesn't mean you can't come back. That they can't bring you back.
Right.
You know? They've cut people before and brought them back. Look, Zelina Vega. He cut her and brought her ass back. So I mean, like that's the latest example.
Yeah.
You know, Eddie Guerrero got cut. A year later, became WWE champion. So I mean, it happens. But I mean, he could always be brought back.
True.
But
Jinder, who for some reason still has a job.
Oh God, Jinder Mahal, Jinder Mahal. Good Lord, awful.
Next, Zeta Ramier. I don't know who that is.
She was actually pretty good. That was the black chick that was trained by Booker T. She's doing all those flips and shit. Like she was actually pretty good.
Wait. I think I remember. Did she have? She had a match against somebody and she beat her.
Yeah, and she beat him. Tony Storm. She beat Tony Storm.
Oh, okay. I remember.
That was actually a pretty good match.
Mm.
Like she was flipping and flying all over, and very smoothly too. I might add. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, she was trained by Booker T. I was like, damn, Booker T be flying. He be flying all these flying sisters. Her, Ember Moon, like holy shit. And like her shit looked good. Zeta, yeah. So I mean, I don't think she had anything personality wise, but her work was good. Her work was good. I don't know exactly how old she is, but if she's young, she can always be brought back too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, best tour. But that match she had with Tony Storm, I think she had that one match and that was it. She beat Tony Storm because I think Zoe Stark ran interference, if I remember it correctly, and it was good. I was like, damn, like she really impressed. I was pissed that Tony Storm lost, but y'all know I love me some Tony Storm. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure it out.
Oh,
but but nah, I wasn't even all that mad because like Zeta Ramirez did her thing, So yeah, it sucks that she got cut yesterday, but she can always be brought back.
Ruben.
I'm looking at her and like, ironically enough, her Facebook page, and she really has a nice shooting star press.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
she beat Tony Storm at that.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, damn, but again, just she looks young too, so it's like not the end of the world for her. But yeah, like besides that, just not much of note, for me. But just looking at this clip here, like I'm impressed by that, and she can move.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, she goes, Impact or the Indies, and she can kill it there because there's always work, or they could bring her back, but there's always work. There's life after WWE at the end of the day, but it's not the end of the world for her.
Right. And again, I don't know how young she is, like RJ said, but she might have another chance later down the line, so you never know. Next is Scarlett Bordeaux.
Biggest shocker on the list, honestly.
Well, one of them, but yeah, it's just again, Kevin Castle, I mentioned, he had talked about how, since he's pretty close with Cross, which we'll get into, he had mentioned that she was out for some type of underlying medical condition, and that she was going to be back soon. And I know Cross said the same thing, that he was trying to be a little cryptic, like we're working on something, but she's going to be back soon. And I mean, I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. I don't think we're ever going to know until she actually says it. But yeah,
do you think that medical condition had to do with COVID?
You know what? Kevin Castle said the same thing, because I was listening to his show last night on Patreon with Trez, and Trez says she got an article from somebody that one of the people on this list, and we'll get into that person later on, that they were released because they didn't want to get the vaccination. So, and that's
which is mandated in a lot of big cities and stuff like that. And and I was talking with somebody about this at work. And I was saying, like, if WWE had to cut people because they can't afford to be paying people to sit at home, it's like the Nets paying Kyrie Irving to sit at home for home games. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to do that if they're not getting their full potential out of you. So there's a lot of states that are not going to let people wrestle and compete, unless they get vaccinated. And, that's the sad truth and the sad reality of it. But it's just like, WWE's a business at the end of the day, too. So they got to do what they got to do. Yeah, I can't fault them for that. I cannot fault them for that.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's just like, they don't personally want to release them, but it's just like, now that they're back on the road, they need to be a lot more, like, they need to stress on the fact, okay, it's not mandatory, but we're going to be going into such and such state. So, Are you going to get vaccinated or not? Because we can't allow you to wrestle if you're not vaccinated, and we can't just pay you to sit at home. So, again, I don't know what Scarlett's condition was, and Kevin alluded to that. Cross and Scarlett's views are more libertarian; they're not really Republican or Democrat. But he didn't really mention if they were for or against the vaccine. So, and also, even if they were, he wouldn't say it. So.
Yeah. Right.
As far as Scarlett goes, yeah, it's a shocker because if it was a COVID thing, it makes sense. But it's definitely a shocker because she's somebody that Vince loves. And I know we just made the joke where it's a joke but not really a joke, that Vince loves blonde girls with big titties. Like, and
does.
Scarlett definitely fits that mold. She looks like Trish Stratus. She looks like a young Trish. And she can talk. She can work. I mean, she's a lot better talker than she is a worker, but she's still very talented. And
oh no, I think it's equal. I mean, Scarlett was doing dives out the ring cleanly, landing them perfectly. Like, Scarlett was out there killing it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was underselling how good Scarlett was in that ring, until I went back and saw a lot of different. Scarlett can go. She's no slouch in that ring. And that, I get it. The sex appeal, the aura that she brings to the table, that overshines that. When you have talent, physical talent, and you can really go at it with the best. Verbally, that's what Vince likes too, more than anything. Which is why Alexa Bliss gets prominent roles and shit like that. So yeah, I mean, Scarlett had the tools, like, in my opinion, to really overtake it. But I just think I think it had something to do with the vaccination, man. I think it had to do with that situation. I could be wrong, and look, I'm not saying that it is, but just right off the bat, them cutting those two like that specifically, it had to be something deeper. It had to be something deeper than them just giving up already.
Ruben.
Ooh. Oh my. As far as Scarlett's concerned, like, yeah, just that's Vince's just what dream there. A young looking Trish Stratus. And regardless of people's views, if they're good, they're good. And it's crazy that sometimes if your thoughts or your political affiliation doesn't align with everyone else's, then that's a reason for people to get axed. That's pretty fucked up in my opinion. Because I don't care. Like, me, if you can do a good job in whatever field you need to do, whatever field in question, I don't give a fuck. Just as long as, hold on a second. Yeah, just as long as, you're not a, just piece of shit, as long as your character isn't, fucked up. But, yeah, it's crazy. And again, if that's the case, it makes sense, because at the end of the day, it's a business, but you got that choice. And regardless of the consequences, you do have that choice. If it's with, the vaccine. But as far as, like, her talent, like, she can talk, she has the look, she can wrestle, competently, but she doesn't need to be wrestling. She is more fitted to be a valet for no one else but Karrion Kross. Well, Killer Kross now. But it was wild. But if it was that, it doesn't surprise me. It does suck at the end of the day. But it's just a lot of people that I know in WWE, there's a lot of people that just want to find reason to fire people at the end of the day. So I'm not surprised. But again, to just wrap it all up, yeah, it's a business. And if it's that, then not a shocker. But yeah, it does suck that we didn't get to see Scarlett on TV. I'm like, yo, Karrion Kross came out alone. I'm like, yeah, like this is raps. This is GG's. When she didn't appear with Karrion Kross, I was like, yeah, like it's just as Karrion Kross would say, TikTok. And look, it's just took a minute, but it happened eventually.
That's a segue to the next one, Karrion Kross.
It had to be the goddamn. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kross is 35, 36 years old, but physically he doesn't look old. He doesn't look like older man, especially when Kross grows the hair out and he doesn't have the facial hair. Like, Kross looks really young. Like, it's crazy how he could switch between being clean shaven and having the little bearded strip around the mouth, and then he goes and grows out his hair and shaves the fucking beard and how different he looks. But obviously the same guy. It's crazy how you could do that. But I just find that very weird, man. I just don't. God damn it.
Yeah.
I see no reason. 6'4", 280 something pounds of muscle to talk and work. Not a flippity doodah guy, but he was a guy he was a heavyweight. He was a guy that Vince would have loved, like you would have thought, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think there's some fire to this goddamn, or there's some smoke to this COVID fire, bro. It has to be. It has to be.
I mean that's a name that kind of hurts close to home because
it does.
We
all rooting for him.
All three of us are the Karrion Kross fan club. With Kevin Castle being the leader. I was legit pissed off. And I usually don't get pissed off on releases. I usually would just be like, holy shit, like that's shocking. With this one pissed me off, along with Scarlett, because, again, we've all been rooting for Cross even before he got to the WWE, and then when he got to NXT, we were rooting for him, like every step of the way, even when he started getting scrutiny, because he made it very clear, I'm not going to go out there and do flips and spots and dives. I'm going to go out there and actually look like a wrestler, talk like a wrestler, and do what a wrestler is supposed to do in the ring. And also, I'm 6'4". Why the fuck am I gonna do a dive like Keith Lee? But we'll get to that.
Here we go.
But so when I saw that list, there was already, like, as soon as I saw Scarlett was gone, I'm like, please don't let me see Cross's name on this list. And as soon as I saw Cross, again, we were in the theater and the credits rolling. I just yelled, "God damn it!" And then I told Betty, and she was like, "Oh shit!" And I'm not gonna lie, I was so mad that I started, choking up a little bit, because that's how much I wanted this guy to succeed. And the fact that he was a release, it was just like it felt like a friend. It felt like a friend of mine just lost his job. So, it sucks. And I know RJ alluded to, the writing was kind of already on the wall, because RJ and Ruben both, you guys alluded to that the writing was on the wall because, he debuted actually, let's backtrack. He was on Main Event and he was coming out, and they took out a big chunk of his entrance and they took out Scarlett, and it's just like, oh, this is not looking good. And then they have him debut the night after Money in the Bank, and they have him job to Jeff Hardy in, like a minute, 2 minutes? And that was already looking bad. And then they decided to give him suspenders and have him wear a helmet that made him look like Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
They had this man looking like a Chippendale dancer, the Spartacus edition.
Oh, God.
Fernania! I love the way your booty go. That's what Cross is going to come out dancing to in a few weeks.
No,
Jesus. I mean, it was bad, bro. Like, it was really bad. And a lot of people were floating around that Adam Cole promo that he cut on him in July. And it's just like, dude, like, God. Like, Cole was kind of proven right in that promo. But that was on WWE's doing more than anything, though. But they proved Cole's words right in that sense, because it's just like they did all that. They stripped him of everything, and it was just bleh. Nobody cared.
Yeah, but Ruben, what do you think?
Yeah, you guys just pretty summed up pretty much how I feel. Again, it fits with the whole mandate. Like, it's not surprising that they both got axed, but it does feel like a friend lost his job and someone that we've been rooting for, and it sucks. Again, like, if it's what we think it is, you stand on your principles, even if it means you lose your job. I can't fault people for that at the end of the day. But again, it's there's life after WWE, even though the product is in the shitter. Even though it's in the shitter, like it's still the biggest game in town. But at the end of the day, like there's always money to be made. It's just not for now in WWE, but there's other places where you can make money and thrive. And again, it sucks. I saw Scarlett's name. I was like, yeah, it's. I understood because she wasn't on TV, but then when I saw Cross, I was like, they're firing couples, and then the next couple, it's like, goddamn, like there's no mercy. WWE shows no mercy in this dojo here, so it's like, goddamn. But yeah, for our guy, Karen Cross, like I'm still upset, but we saw it coming. But doesn't mean that we're not upset about it, because we are. And again, maybe go back to Impact. Maybe go to AEW, because I would say, go to Impact, but the thing is the Forbidden Door thing that they were doing with Impact and AEW, I think that's over. After Bound for Glory, so that's a kibosh. But maybe he goes to New Japan for a bit, and then he'll kill it there, and then just go from company to company, be like a masterless samurai Ronin. So that could be cool.
I wouldn't want him to go to AEW because I don't think he would fit well on that show personally, because
I don't think he would even go to AEW or Impact.
Well, Impact maybe, because what's his name isn't working there anymore. Don Callis.
Callis is still there, isn't he?
No, he doesn't work for the company anymore.
He got fired.
Well, I know he doesn't work in the office. He's not like head of talent or anything. I know that. But
I still don't think he'd go there. I mean,
MLW.
Impact didn't even do MLW. MLW just cut a few people themselves. So I think that could be a nice little spot. Hey, they could take Priscilla Kelly and Jimmy Havoc's old spot as the the guy and the girl causing havoc on the roster together.
Also,
Russell, they have a women's division now too. So I mean, hey, why not?
Also, can you imagine Killer Cross versus Alexander Hammerstone?
Exactly, for the title. And they had a feud too. They had a feud earlier in their careers, back when Hammerstone was bootleg Triple H, and Cross was he was still Kevin Cross at that time. Like, I mean, my God, like they have history. So I mean, that could be great.
That could work. Yeah,
that'd be dope. Him and Jacob Fatu. Like, oof.
Oh my God, and they're looking at turning Fatu babyface, from what I understand, pretty soon. Which, I mean, that's the great babyface formula right there. Build him up as a badass heel, and then have him take one loss, and then turn him. So I'm on board with that. But
CWE, take notes.
Exactly. Had this man talking his shit, talking trash, whooping everybody's ass for a whole 2 years. He loses the belt. Probably gonna eat some humble pie, and then he's probably gonna get jumped out of Contra, because I think Big Man's gonna take his spot, which is gonna suck, because that guy sucks.
Yeah.
I'd rather them give the push to Daivari in that case. At least Daivari looks good as far as like physique and in-ring work goes. Like, shit, that guy, oh my God, what kind of steroids is Daivari on? I want to get on that diet.
That's a fellow Iranian right there, so I support him.
Holy shit. I mean, Daivari doesn't look like he ages whatsoever, man. If anything, he looks like he's getting younger and younger. That physique, holy shit. He stepped out of there. Yeah, exactly. He jumped on Jordan Oliver. I was like, who the wait a minute, hold on. He peeked his head up. I was like, holy shit, Daivari, he got swole. My God, I want to be on that Daivari diet, man. This man's made out of fucking granite.
God damn.
Yeah, man. But, yeah, man, I could see Cross going over to MLW and having a nice little stint there. And I think they're teasing a guy, and I know they already teased this far in advance, so maybe it's not even it won't even be crossed 9 times out of 10. But they was teasing a surprise spot for the ladder match they have in Philly. I mean, he could take that, but I think those tapings are happening this weekend, so it wouldn't even be him anyways. But that would have been nice.
Yeah,
to have him show up and choke somebody out. But it is what it is. TikTok, damn it. But I mean, he's gonna land on his feet, and he would be one of those names that I wouldn't be surprised ends back up in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because again,
they can repair that. And Cross seems like a professional, man. He doesn't seem like a guy to badmouth any company. I mean, even with Impact, the shit that happened in Impact, he's kind of snide about it. You know, he didn't really rip it to him all that much. He said some things underneath the line, but he kept it professional. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect example: Drew McIntyre.
Right.
Release. He was gone for like 3 or 4 years, and he comes back, you know, in great shape. How much is that is natural? You know, who knows? You know, gets over, wins the Royal Rumble. You know, main events WrestleMania in front of an empty building. You know, granted, but still beat Brock Lesnar and became WWE champion twice. So I mean, that's you can't knock that success. So
you can.
I mean,
it's not the end of the road for a lot of these guys. I wish a lot of people would understand that. So.
But next is another shocker on this list for mainly one reason. B-Fab from Hit Row.
Oh, she was awful, anyways.
Well, yeah, she was bad in the ring, but it's just like they literally just brought her up on the main roster with that group.
I mean, that was shocking for that reason alone. But
yeah, it
was just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I think if you notice, they cleaned all that shit up pretty quickly. After her and had that one match and it was bad, and then she had the match with big Latina chick there. Oh my god, woof, man, God, what's her name? Elektra Lopez. She had that one match with her, which was all right because it was a smoke and mirrors match. It's a hardcore match, so I mean you can hide a lot of negative shit in those kind of matches. But they kind of blew all that shit really quickly and got them up to the main roster. Yeah, you're right. Like it's weird. It's gonna be weird without her, but I don't know. It's in a way you're like, yeah, I can kind of see why, but at the same time they just literally called them up too. So it's just like, damn.
Yeah, it's didn't she have a match against girl Katrina Cortez?
No, yeah, she did. It was bad. Remember, the match was awful.
Oh yeah,
but that Katrina Cortez girl is not very good either.
but she's still thick as fuck though.
I mean, she's fuckalicious, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn.
The views
those
of the
thunder thighs ain't saving her from being athletic. I think only Tony Storm can get away with that.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and the Tegan Knox and who was the other girl with some Bailey? Oh my god! Yeah. I mean, it seems like those three can kind of get away with that, but they all can't be winners.
Yeah.
Oh, and my girl from the UK. God damn it, what's her name? It's a name. It's gonna kill me. The thick girl. The girl that was Lana Austin. Oh my. Oh my god. God damn. She got even bigger too.
Yeah.
And that ass is out of control.
I'm gonna need to put a disclaimer up before this episode.
I was watching Progress a couple of weeks ago. She had a match with this other chick, and like the cameraman was doing his job, man. Like the cameraman was doing his damn job. I mean, that camera. Oh my god. Oof. Jesus Christ. I can't speak on it anymore. But anyways, all Thunder Thigh women cannot be in the wrestling ring. Only Tony Storm, Bailey, Tegan Knox. I mean, if she can stay healthy, and fucking Lana Austin, they can only get away with it. All right, they're the only ones that can get away with it.
Ruben, what do you think?
Well,
about B-Fab, not about Thunder Thighs. But if you want to talk about Thunder Thighs, you can.
B-Fab had none. Simple.
I'll keep it brief. At the end of the day, I mean, we love Thunder Thighs here.
Oh yeah, we do.
Drew Yari show. But yeah, as far as BFAB, not surprising considering she had that really bad match, and it was a real stinker. And there's a lot of people that are saying they brought up Hit Row because they believe in them. Well, they don't believe in them now because they let go of the person, a key person in the group, and she has vocals in their theme. So it's like, guess they didn't really believe in the group that much if they're just gonna A, bring them up too soon, and B, release B5 like that. And it sucks because just have her be a valet or a mouthpiece. She could have been great. Not every woman that comes up needs to wrestle. They need more valets. They need more eye candy. And I'm just sorry to say, like, that's what happens when you try to include everyone. And when you include people that can't wrestle and you have them wrestle, that's what's going to happen. You see that, oh shit, they can't wrestle. They almost got fucking killed. Yeah, we're going to release her. And to me, it's just proof that they just need more ballets. Like, it's nothing wrong with looking at some thighs. Like, listen, sex sells. Listen, sex sells. Like, I love to look at a nice looking woman on TV. Like, she doesn't have to wrestle.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just true. Yeah, it's just true. But again,
look at Lana. Lana, for all those years, that was her main purpose, and I thought she was fine at that. There was nothing wrong with. She didn't need to be in the ring, sneaking up the joint. Like, come on.
Yeah, they just none of her matches were memorable except someone that's also on this list put it through tables 11 times. Like, that's like the only thing. But her being like doing anything fantastic in the ring, like, it was not one of them. And it sucks. Like, it just proves the women that can wrestle aren't being put on TV. It could be any reason, but they're not on TV. And then the people that shouldn't be wrestling, they're on TV. It's like, and then you wonder why you have so many issues, why you have so many stinkers of a match. Some girls can talk, some girls have to look at the presence, eye candy, the act. Use them that way, and guarantee you have a much more solid and stable women's division. But for BFAB, it sucks she got released, but it's not surprising considering they brought up Hit Row too soon. And this dude, Top Dollar, he needs to chill out on Twitter. That's what I'm going to say.
Fucking idiot. He's a goddamn idiot, I swear.
Yeah, JD, he been ripping him a new asshole.
What did he do? What did he do this time?
Well, Top Dollar blocked JD because JD brought up that Hit Row's gonna fail because they were brought up too soon, and people were calling JD racist. Like, no, like, they were brought up too soon. They're gonna fail. They're not ready. This other group, the Fantasma, that group was ready.
Yeah, they were
Santos
ready.
Escobar.
Yeah, Escobar. All those guys can work.
Yeah.
Even the girl can work too. She's been wrestling for a long time in the New York Independents. So that whole group, period, from top to bottom, was ready. BFAB is still green, or was still green. Which, like you said, to your point, she still could have been eye candy. That's a way to hide that. Top Dollar,
bottom dollar.
my man was green, but I would give him credit. Like, he wasn't horrible in the ring either. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it was too soon. But Adonis and Swerve, those guys can work.
Yeah.
Adonis has been wrestling in the Indies for a good bit too. Like, he's actually pretty good. A lot of people really don't know about him all that much, but the guy's actually pretty good. And Swerve, we all know Swerve. You already know what he can do. But yeah, Top Dollar, not bad for a green guy, but what you call it, BFAB was really bad. And I would have had them in NXT a little bit longer. I would have called Swerve and Adonis up by themselves as like like Swerve. You know, he's a single, well, not single, but like he's a mid card with Adonis by his side, trying to help him cheat and win matches. You know, I would have done that, and then when B-Fab and Top Dollar were ready, you could do a thing where they have miscommunication problems between the Adonis and Swerve.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it could be like, you know, they're going to fall out. And then all of a sudden, Top Dollar and B-Fab comes into the picture. But like, no, we ain't going to let you guys do this. Let's get back to winning, you know, and they start winning matches, you know. I would have done something like that. See? Long-term storytelling right there. And it only took me 5 minutes to only think about it. God damn it.
Yep,
but,
exactly.
You know, but it is what it is. But that's what I would have done, you know.
Yeah.
Or just let them all get seasoned. From what I was told, they didn't call up Legado del Fantasma because they wanted Elektra Lopez to get a little bit more seasoning in the ring.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
But,
though she's ready.
But my thing is that I think she's ready. Like I said, she's been wrestling in the New York, and her and used to team up a little bit. Statlander.
Oh, okay.
Statlander used to team up a little bit on the Indies. So, like, I mean, yeah, Carissa Rivera. That was her old name. I wish she kept that name, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, like I thought she was really, really good, but. You know, apparently she needs a little bit more seasoning, and I guess that's when those guys get the call together. But yeah, great team and whatnot. They're ready for prime time, but yeah, B-Fab was not ready for prime time. But that could have been avoided. That could have been fine had she would have just been a manager, you know, and let her experience on house shows. That's what the house shows are for people to get better practice gimmicks, this, that, and the other. Like her working house shows and even little spotty tags with like the rest of the girls, like you know, like they used to do back in the day. Used to have all the girls like big 8-man tag matches. You let her work those, and she'll get her experience. You know, as time rolls on, and she can be on TV as a valet. Like there's different ways to work around it. Oh my god, why can't they think of it?
Well, I mean, everybody has to learn how to wrestle, apparently, even if you're a valet. But
fucking hell.
Next on this list is the rest of Lucha House Party, Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Girl, bye. Next is Harry Smith.
Oh my god, this guy just got signed back and he's gone already.
Didn't even get to
Harry.
work.
The motherfucker only had one dark match and that's it. Jesus Christ, he's out of here already. That's crazy. Smell you later, Harry. Back to MLW you go.
What do you think, Ruben?
There's not much.
There's not much to think.
All right.
All
right, moving on. Next, we're on to a big fish. Nia Jax.
Lucky for me, I'm not like most girls. I'm kind of gonna miss that song. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good
kind of gonna miss that theme song. I'm not like most girls. Lucky for me, I'm not like most girls. Well, my unrated version. I'm not like most hoes. But,
I only take just what dick I'm given.
No, John Draper still had the best remix. But he said, I'm not like most girls. I won't eat a salad today. I'll eat your asshole. Oh, man. I was like, John Draper. Fucking classic.
Never change, Draper.
Yeah, I know.
Never change.
I know. Hey, Drapes never change, my man. But, yeah, I mean...
I had to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My whole
She was trying to say asshole, but she couldn't because she was on TV, so she held back. But imagine that's her. That and Charlotte and Nia Jax, like, legit fighting for a bit during the match. That's the two memories that we'll have of Nia Jax, and also injuring a bunch of the women. Just almost, punching Becky Lynch's nose off, injuring Bayley, almost killing Sasha Banks, Charlotte,
Kairi Sane.
Yeah, Kairi Sane.
God.
Asuka. Who else?
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. Yeah, they just went through the whole entire roster. Like, goddamn.
She went through the whole entire roster like she do at the goddamn catering.
Yeah.
God damn it! You stole my joke.
Titus's catering is
Titus's catering.
Dude.
Whoa.
just
making moves, making $1 million moves. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars in catering. Woo!
Which is what Nia Jax was costing them. Millions of dollars in catering. Hi-oh!
Oh, man.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I can share everyone's sentiment. And even though I'm not, like, just wishing for people to lose their job, just the fact that she injured a lot of people and she hasn't improved in the time that she was there, they wasn't getting their money back on investment. They invested time and they were pushing her and, putting her before other women, and still it was the same. She hasn't improved, she hasn't changed, and yeah, so they cut her, and a lot of people are happy that she's gone because she just sucks. She fucking sucks. And of course, catering bills are substantial. They were in the red. Now that she's gone, she'll be in the green. They'll be in the green.
Bruce, why is there a high bill for a chocolate fountain? Why do we need a chocolate fountain? Vince, you see, one of the employees requested it. Oh, God damn it! Nia, then why'd you request 5? Fat jokes. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Send all your hate mail to me, Ruben, and RJ on Twitter. Go ahead, finish what you're saying, Ruben. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, but just to sum it all up, yeah, like, just the fact that she didn't improve. She injured people, almost killed a bunch of people in the ring, and just having an unsafe worker is no bueno. And yeah, just, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy that she lost her job, but I am happy that she's not gonna hurt anyone in WWE just by her botchiness and just lack of ring awareness. But she'll find a job because, like RJ said, she's not like most girls at the end of the day. So again, there's life after WWE, there's always life, and she'll definitely have life, and also will have a really high food bill behind that.
So do you think this
I'll tell you one thing right now, and this is very, very serious, guys. Very serious. Mm-hmm. Mario the Meatball Man is going to be really, really busy from now to, I don't know, next year, making meatballs for Nia Jax. So,
oh, Jesus.
That's a very, very serious thing. Hi-oh!
So...
Oh, yeah! Oh, Nia Jax.
I lost my train of thought.
Lucky for me, I got most rolls. I got all the most rolls, baby. I left one up and there's your penis.
Oh my
God, what is that thing? Oh my God! I thought I lost that.
So picture this. Picture Nia Jax opens her own bakery. You walk in there and go, "Hey Nia, what do you suggest? My donut holes."
Oh!
Boo! I know that was bad, but
Nia Jax's face on it, making that face.
But all right. So my question would be: do you think this might not really sever, but you think this might dampen the relationship with Uncle Dwayne?
No.
Snow.
Okay, moving on. All read everything. Eva Marie.
Bye. See you later.
Goodbye.
Tell your story walking, bitch.
Girl, bye.
Tell your story walking, bitch. Get out of here. Don't let the doorknob hit you on the way out. Talentless fraud. You got no talent. You can't act. She can't even cut a promo right. It's painful to hear her talk. She's hot as hell. I mean, she's got a great body. Don't get me wrong. Like, she came knocking on my door and say, "Hey, 15-minute round." Okay, 15-minute round. But that is it. I mean, my goodness. That is it. She's very bad in the ring. No athletic for a girl that supposedly had a athletic background and somebody that does a lot of CrossFit training and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, great body and great shape, but she cannot wrestle or even attempt to.
Yeah.
She cannot run those ropes worth of nothing.
And Brian Kendrick trained her. Like, Jesus.
And Brian Kendrick had a hand in training this woman. And that still ain't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Bye. Sorry.
Yeah. It just, like, again, goes back to what I was saying earlier. Not everyone needs to wrestle. She was good eye candy. And when she was in NXT in the earlier days, she could have been someone's ballet. Just had her, like, just look at her, like, her looks alone got her the job, but her wrestling just wasn't up to par, and a lot of people.
She could have been a Jessica Rabbit, bro.
Yeah, I would have been like, and dude, this my close friend. We was at our first NXT house show over at Asbury Park, New Jersey, and Eva Marie came out, and my friend yelled out his phone number to her while she was coming out, and I was dying because, like, dude, she is that fucking hot, but she's fucking sucks in the ring. It's like, she could have been a good valet, but nope, gotta have a wrestle. If she
have a wrestle,
Yep, if she did not wrestle and just been eye candy, people would have been okay. It's fine. But the fact that they had her wrestle has just made people just hate her more. It's not heel heat; it's just go away heat. It's like get release heat. And
the bad thing about it too, Ruben, is that she couldn't even barely cut a promo either.
Yeah,
listening to her talk was painful too.
Yeah, it's just nightmare-inducing stuff.
Yeah.
Just actually, I had a nightmare about someone shooting a promo, and yeah, that's just very bad. If you can't wrestle, at least you can cut a promo. You can get away with it, but if you can't,
like Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss can cut a good promo, but she's in the ring. Exactly. But Eva Marie is not, and unfortunate. Again, people losing their jobs are not a fan of, but just the fact that she sucks and she's not doing the job that they wanted to do. And they fired Mickie James when she came in. They fired Mickie James, so I'm like I was upset because Mickie James is one of my favorites, and she won the Impact women's title. So shout outs to Mickie James, but
which is weird to me, by the way.
Yeah, I mean it's weird, but I mean, look,
yeah, you gotta take what you can take as a fan.
But she can put someone over, so I'm not too concerned. She'll do the job, when the time is right. Unlike a lot of people, and she'll definitely do the damn thing. But yeah, like as far as Eva Marie, like bye, later, sayonara, peace out. deuces.
Sayonara.
Yeah. Just
Bye.
yeah.
Get her out of here, and bring this woman back for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's right. We're gonna bring her back. 1, 2, I'm marching for you. Just kidding. God, don't bring her back. No, I'm playing. She's gotta get cut next. She's awful.
She's pregnant. So yeah, like
she already had the kid already.
Oh,
bring her back and fire her already.
Yep.
Let her have one bad match, and then we brought her back, guys. She had a shitty match.
Oh God.
Out the door.
It's like her kid looks suspiciously like a WWE Hall of Famer.
Her kid looks like Tiffany. Curly fucking hair. Oh my God.
No, well, I'm saying like the storyline was that Ric Flair got her pregnant, but since Ric Flair's gone.
Woo! Man, Ric Flair ain't fucking that. Ric Flair gonna have a heart attack.
Michael
Lacey Evans is a lot of woman for somebody that's like very tall and statuesque.
Yeah.
I call her Phoenix Marie on purpose.
Oh man.
Shit, I'd rather have Phoenix Marie than Lacey Evans in that role. Go ahead.
Yes. I agree.
Anyways, let's stop talking about Phoenix Marie. Next is Keith.
Yeah, for Lexington Steel, Riz is head in the picture.
Look, book it. Lexington Steel versus Roman Reigns.
Oh God, that might be the greatest match ever.
Roman Reigns, my tribal chief, has beaten everybody you put in front of him. And all of a sudden, you just hear on the Titantron,
the scream is his music. He comes out, everybody's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
The kid, mommy, why is she screaming like that? And all them women in the crowd looking embarrassed because they know who he is. And they don't want to let the kids know.
Oh my God.
Mommy, who is Lexington Steel? The mother's just looking all like, honey, I have no idea who that is.
And they just imagine Pat McAfee trying to sell that. That'd be so fucking cool.
He's the greatest stud of all time. Because you probably can't say porn, right?
yeah.
Greatest stud would
Stud muffin. I don't know.
stud muffin. It's the greatest stud muffin of all time.
Just imagine. Oh, Michael, he's about to do it. He's about to climax.
That's finisher the climax.
All over the tribal chief's face.
All over his face. Oh my God, it's all over his face. By God.
And then Roman still wins.
Yes. Oh Lord. Me and my friends last night were talking about a coworker of mine.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Since I talked about Lexington Steel, like God damn it. I tell the story and we'll move on. So I had a coworker who basically just walk up to me and my other friend and talk about Lexington Steel pornos, like just him in the scenes. And, remember this scene? And every time this dude will just bring him up, he will do his fucking moan, like, oh! And I'm like, oh my God! I was like, dude, I do not want to be associated with this dude. So one day he came up to me. He's like, yo, what's up, bro? Lexington Steel. And I was like, dude, don't talk to me. Like, I just told him straight up, don't talk to me. And he got kind of upset. He just looked, he had his head down, he just laughed. And then ever since then, when he saw me, he just didn't say or he just looked the other way. And I was like, yeah, that's right, get the fuck on. Because, like, dude, just doing that in front of women at work, you don't want to be associated with that shit.
No.
God damn.
No. Nah, it's the whole legend of him is like and I told the story before on Patreon, but it's a whole meme. It's a living meme with me and my friends with the whole this shit. So that's why we quote him and like I'll put the stupid little clips online and shit like that because it's a meme joke between me and my friends on Twitter. So yeah, that's it. Like he's just I mean the guy's a myth or whatever, but it's just I mean he's funny as all shit. Oh god. Especially the damn Down with the Sickness video.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I was dying laughing, man. I was like, oh my god, who the hell made this shit? Whoever made this shit deserves a medal. Not gonna lie, it's disturbing, but yeah, somebody deserves a medal for that.
Yes.
I just saw, I don't even know if I want to play it. It's a video. Lexington Steel voices Goku screams.
Oh god, no, don't.
Oh.
Don't play that.
Shit.
I've seen that. This is to go even further beyond.
I don't. No, I'm not gonna play it. We're gonna go so far off track.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh god, my face is so red right now. All right. Let's keep on. We have 2 more people on this list. Keith Lee.
Mm-hmm. Strange considering that they was repackaging him as the Bearcat and all that, and he's gone. Very weird, very strange. Sheesh. Yeah, very strange.
Yeah, I mean, kind of same thing with. Well, I mean, not even kind of. Exactly the same thing with Cross. It's just they debuted him on the. Let's backtrack. He was the NXT champion, and he was the North American champion at the same time. And then he lost it to Cross, and then literally the very next night he debuts on Raw with different theme music, wearing a tennis skirt, and I mean, granted, he beat Randy Orton clean on a pay-per-view that week, but I mean, the writing was kind of already on the wall with him. It's just whenever on WWE television, like Joey Numbers from Soup said, whenever they take away things that made you special, that's when you know that they are going to release you soon. And with Keith Lee, it seemed like I don't know what he did to piss somebody off, but it's just even when he came back, even when he was gone for that long period of time, which was a medical issue, which we actually did discuss. He came back and he was jobbing. He was I mean, I don't know if you want to call jobbing to Bobby Lashley, who was the champion at the time, jobbing, but he loses clean as a sheet, which made sense. Loses the Cross the very next night and is taken off television. And then he's Bearcat Keith Lee, which, we just found out, it wasn't his idea. He said on an Instagram post when somebody tried to say it was his idea, he said, no, it wasn't. So, this is shocking, but it really isn't because they clearly had no idea what to do with him.
Yep.
And also to be fair, the guy's on a spring chicken and he's 300 something pounds and he's doing flips.
Yeah.
So, and there was the whole story about how Vince didn't like the way he wrestled, so he sent him back to the performance center and learn how to wrestle like a big man
classes.
Yeah, big
man classes. Him and Otis and Commander Aziz.
So
Omos.
Yeah, I mean, this sucks because, I like Keith Lee. I liked him in NXT. I even said before, his style had a short shelf life, so he probably should have learned how to wrestle better. Like, take notes from Mark Henry on learning how to wrestle like a big man, but still kind of incorporate a little bit of your style, but don't go too crazy. But, this sucks because I like Keith Lee. I thought he could have been something big for them. I mean, I pitched the idea of having him join the Hurt Business and then eventually him and Bobby Lashley feud for the title at Mania. That could have been money, but sadly, we're never going to find out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep. I mean, you guys know not the biggest. Like, I'm a Keith Lee fan. It's probably the number one Keith Lee fan out there who's crying right now. But I was a fan of his, and it sucks that his health complications and everything, and the fact that his wife opted out a Royal Rumble spot to take care of him. And then that's the next person on the list. But just crazy what he went through, and just all the repackaging, all the changing, and again, it's another Triple H project. So of course they gotta spite Triple H, everything that he's done. They gotta undo it and fuck it up and twist it and just change into something completely different, because that's what they love to do over there in Stanford. And
like to put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up.
Yep. Like I love me a good mojito, but you don't put a bunch of you don't put fucking whiskey in that. Like, just make a good mojito, use the ingredients, that good lime, some simple syrup, and you got some Puerto Rican rum, not the best, and just leave it. Just don't add anything to it. And that's what Keith Lee was. They just kept adding shit, taking things away, having him train like a big man when he doesn't need to. But again, he's not a spring chicken. Of course, he has health issues. And I do worry for a lot of guys who wrestle that style. Like, I've always worried. And yeah, it sucks, because he could have been money. Like, he could definitely been money if they would just, took their head out of their asses. But, just with his health and other things, it's just the writing was on the wall, and people was like, "Oh, give it a chance." He went over Randy Orton in a match. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, they fucked up his debut, so it doesn't really matter. Like, first impressions are everything in life, and that was a very bad first impression, and it sucks. But again, life. There's always life in WWE, and I hope that he goes to Indies or maybe AEW. He kills it there, or just wherever he can go, wherever and kill it. And I hope he will have a prosperous career. But damn, man, like his main roster stint was just horrible.
It was the shits.
It was the drizzling shits.
The utter drizzling shits.
I mean, and since the last person on this list is Mia Yim,
the writing was on the wall as soon as she was made. Reckoning.
No, it's The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. My apologies. But yeah, the writing was on the wall when she was made the reckoning of the retribution. And she was twitching on TV like a fucking crackhead.
Yes.
And that was it. That was it.
You're still echoing, dude.
Yeah, it was done on purpose. But yeah, she's twitching on TV like a goddamn crackhead. And that was it. It was it. It was done. It was done.
Yeah.
It was over.
Oh, God.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Good night. Nothing that she did wrong, obviously, but it's just like, yeah, she's another one of those girls. She's very talented, right? I don't buy her tough girl gangster persona that she was doing in NXT. The head bitch in charge or whatever she was.
Head baddie in charge, but yeah,
it just wasn't believable to me. And yeah, like, it sucks to see her go because I wanted to see her do something, but they had to let her rock.
Yep.
All right, so Aftermath. Where do you see most of these guys going? Or like, if you had to pick for a place for them to go, where would you want them to go?
Oh, Nia Jax, go open a bakery. Eva Marie, go do porn.
OnlyFans. Well, same thing.
Same thing, yeah. She can get plowed on there.
Okay.
Cross MO, because I don't think AEW would use him right.
No.
Keith Lee, maybe Impact. Maybe Impact for Keith Lee.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Cross MLW, him and Scarlett. I'd like to see that personally. Trey Baxter, GCW. Zeta Ramirez, I like to see her maybe go to MLW too. Help that women's division out. Get a little bit better. Ember Moon, AEW. I think they need more women, despite her not having a lot of personality. I think that she fits in with the they need more workhorses over there to help work with some of those girls that are green, and I think Ember Moon could fit that bill very, very well. Who else was released? Oni Lorcan. I see him just being the king of the indies. I could be wrong on that. Maybe he goes to Impact or AEW, but I definitely think he will be in PWG for sure. That I do know for a fact. He will be in PWG.
Yes.
Who else was released?
Let me pull up the list. You know, one second.
I think that's just about all of them, right?
Hold on. Let's see. Frankie Monet, Ty Valkyrie. She can.
I could see her going back to Impact.
Or you know what? AEW needs like some good women, especially since
maybe she goes back.
Since they have that hose title, that TBS title, like they need better women on that roster, and they can't just rely on Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker to carry it. And I like Ruby. I like Ruby, but she's not cutting it.
Ruby Soho.
But
you got to get it right. You got to sing the name.
Ruby, Rose. I'm sorry.
Oh God, not Ruby Rose.
Yeah, Ty. She can. I think she might end up going back to Impact, but I wouldn't mind seeing her in AEW. AEW needs like more women, like better women. Ember Moon. You know, I would say go to AEW, go to Impact, go wherever the hell she wants. But I think she could be a good piece for AEW, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Jessie Kamea, I don't really give two shits about. Katrina Cortez, outside of her thunder thighs and her, hot yams, I don't really care. Jeet Rama can, I don't know.
He could jeet his ass somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Oni Lorcan, like you said, can be the king of the indies, maybe even get a spot on, I don't know, Impact, go to Impact and do something there. Trey Baxter can, I don't know, watch his hot...
Fuck right off.
His hot 19-year-old skateboarding girlfriend do something on NXT.
Get plowed by Tommy Gunn.
Oh, God.
Tommy Gunn makes his NXT 2.0 debut.
Tommy Gunn just shows up when the women are having a hard time with something.
So, Cora, I heard that you've been getting in trouble lately. Yes, Mr. Gunn.
You just see Cora, her skateboard is broken. Tommy Gunn, what's wrong, Cora? My skateboard is broken. Oh, well, let me fix it for you with my dick. And you just see Triple H.
More music.
And then Triple H comes back after being out on medical leave. Oh, it's nice to be back. What the fuck is going on in this locker room?
This is not what the hell I had in mind.
Why is Bobby Fish fucking a 19-year-old girl?
Why is Bobby Fish going anal deep in one of my talent? You put some paper towel down or some shit. You're getting You get shit all over this locker room. The hell is this? It's already bad enough I got Paige nutting all over the belt. I got this shit. Defiling this girl in my locker room. Get the fuck out of my locker room. You're fired. You fired me earlier this year. You're fired again. Get the fuck out of my building.
Oh my god.
So I gotta go wash off. I don't give a shit about your shit. Phil Dick, get out of here.
Jesus Christ. And then right out of the blue, you hear this.
And this is to go even further beyond.
No. Lexington still just peeks his head around the corner and gives the camera the eye wink.
Oh my god. Is that Titus?
We thought you were only good for catering and running schools.
Oh my god.
No, Mr. McMahon. I'm more than just that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
So let me get back to this list. Zeta Ramier. I mean, we mentioned she's young, so she might be another. She might have a spot on the show. She can come back, and if not, she can just get plowed by Tommy Gunn. God damn, it's always porn with us. Like fuck.
Yeah.
It's a running gag. It's a running gag at this point.
Speaking of gagging,
Oh boy, here we go.
Scarlett and Carrion. I mean,
Shit.
that was a bad segue.
Don't you be peeking at my window, bro. I ain't do it.
Hey, RJ, TikTok.
Oh shit! No. God damn it! It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I would never disrespect your beloved. I might be loved.
Oh my god. So Scarlett and Killer Cross, they can go to MLW. I mean, for all we know,
I would love that.
They might end up coming back to WWE. You never know.
We don't know.
B-Fab, ass. Grand Metalik, Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado, they can go anywhere.
They can
Harry-
go Cirque du Soleil for all I care.
Harry Smith.
You know what? Actually, I take that back. I like Grand Metalik. I think he's actually pretty good. I think he was good. I think he was dealt a raw deal at WWE. I just think he didn't fit. Not in the main roster.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, he wasn't given the raw deal that Cora Jade was given, but I mean, that's neither here or there. But Grand Metalik, I CMLL or AAA for him.
Yeah.
Lince Dorado, I can give a shit.
Harry Smith. I mean,
he might as well just go back to MLW, man.
Nia Jax. Who gives two fucks?
Open a bakery shop or some shit. I don't know. Donut holes in Florida sounds pretty nice.
Yes.
Eva Marie can just go to.
Like I said, go do porn.
Go to
Tommy
Brazzers.
Gunn's right there. Lexington Steeler right there. Both of those guys might be retired, but still, they didn't come out of retirement for that.
Was it Jason Sins? No, Johnny Sins. I'm sorry.
Johnny Sins.
that Mr. Clean haircut. And the fake Triple H.
Oh god. Evan Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a throwback right there.
Yeah.
That's a throwback right there.
Oh god.
Oh my good lord.
Keith Lee, he can go to Impact and tear it up.
He can go anywhere he wants, honestly. I think Keith Lee's probably the highest on demand on here because he does that. But I don't know, man. Like you said earlier, 300 pounds, how much more can he be doing this to his body?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I don't want him to go to AEW, especially since the story with Moxley, which we can talk about for a bit. Maya Yim, again, talented. I think she can go to Impact. She can go to AEW. Bolster. Help bolster that women's division. So why not?
Yep.
Right.
What do you think, Ruben?
Yeah, Mia Yim, she can go to Impact. Keith Lee, he's a special case because people just say, yeah, just go to AEW. But they don't know how to push big men. That company is not, just heavyweight friendly. So I would say Impact, MLW, especially Impact, because they do push that they have a better track record now pushing people in terms of like having a lot of Black World Champions, things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like let's not be so gun ho about Keith Lee going to AEW.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that 1,000%.
Yeah. Ember Moon can go to AEW, help that women's division, or she can go to Impact. Either or, but I would rather see her in AEW.
Yeah, they could use it. I think Impact's pretty stacked.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty stacked on women. AEW just need more TV-ready women ready to go.
Yeah.
To avoid the problems that Sheeta had with her title reign, but they had to bring these bitches from Japan that nobody gave a shit about, unless you were a fan of that stuff. To avoid having that again, they got to get TV-ready women to face off against the women's champion, which is Britt Baker. And they got to have girls to go up against whoever the TBS champion is going to be, too.
Yeah.
Whereas, what you call it said the other night, that bitch show championship. So yeah, they gotta boast more women up. So Mia Yim and fucking and Ember Moon should definitely go to AEW, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
If I'm Tony Khan, I'm making a phone call to them right now. When your 90 days are up, come see me.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be in February, right?
No, January.
January, okay. Yeah, January, come see me.
Yeah.
Come see me.
Who else? Grand Metalik, yeah. Bad. He was given a bad deal. He can go to the Indies and go to AAA.
That guy's
Definitely
the freaking king of the ropes for real, man. That guy's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked kind of out of shape a little bit, but he's good.
Yep.
That balance, he doesn't fuck up moves, by the way, either for a luchador,
Yeah.
A lot of guys are slot, like even Phoenix, as great as Phoenix is, he can get sloppy, Him and Penta, they can get a little slop-tastic, but
yeah,
like Grand Metalik doesn't fuck up at all, man. Like his shit is always on point.
I agree. Like that tag team. Yeah, that tag team.
That tag team match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even just looking at those two compared to Aerostar and fucking Callisto, Samurai Del Sol, like that was kind of a little chaotic, a little messy there, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, Grand Metalik, he can go whatever he wants to. Masquerade Dorado, that's his name outside of WWE.
What else is on this list? Yeah, Eva Marie, OnlyFans, Nia Jax, Bakery, Scarlett, and Karrion Killer Cross, MLW. Because Impact is kind of stacked. Like I think Impact is good. Impact can get like maybe Ty Valkyrie. She can go back or she can go to AEW. But yeah, You just gotta like spread the wealth. It's easy. Oh, AEW, but there's other companies out there. And then anyone else of no, only lurking indies. You'll be the king of the indies. Ember Moon, I think I mentioned Ember Moon. Yeah, she can go to AEW too. BFAB, Too Green. She looks cute, but too green. Jeet, Irama, no. Katrina Cortez, Yams, but Yams. Zeta. Well, I'm not gonna say that. That's disrespectful. And Jesse Kamea. Who is this again? Jesse Kamea.
Robert Stone. Her and Aaliyah.
Oh, okay. I mean, she looks alright. She can definitely go on the indies. She's not bad looking. Yeah, she's definitely not bad looking. Yeah, she can definitely do in the indies. She's tall. Yeah, but yeah, like that's pretty much it. Like anyone else that didn't mention, don't care. I'm sorry you lost your job. I just don't care. But again, for a lot of these people, regardless, is life after WWE is not the end of the world, and some of these people can go back. Just don't rehire Nia Jax or Eva Marie, please.
No.
Like, don't do it, WWE. Don't fucking do it. They probably will, because they did it with because they did it with Eva Marie. They let her go and then she can't. They hired her back. I'm like, don't do that again. Don't do that again, please. But yeah, like that's pretty much it.
All right, so that's the entire best flip part of this of 2021. Did you guys want to talk a little bit about the Moxley situation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, but as quickly as possible though.
Yeah, let's.
I gotta get ready to wrap up soon.
yeah, we'll be brief. So, I believe this was on Wednesday. Tony Khan put on Twitter, Jon Moxley has allowed me to share with you that he is entering an inpatient alcohol treatment program. Jon is a beloved member of the AEW family. We all stand with him and Renee and all of his family and friends as he shifts his focus to recovery. I'm proud to call Jon a friend, and like many of you, I'm also a fan of Mox and look forward to a time in the future when he is eventually ready to return to the ring. Until then, thank you for supporting Jon and respecting his privacy at this time. And then he put out a thing for something called SAMHSA's National Helpline, put out the number. Jon, it's, I mean, it's obviously sad because, you know, I've been ripping Moxley. We all know this. I haven't been the biggest Moxley fan in AEW. I was an Ambrose fan in WWE, but I have not been a Jon Moxley fan. Not to say that I hate him as a person, because by all accounts, I heard he's a good dude. I think Shaheen, has had dealings with him. He says he's a good dude. So, I think he's a good guy. He seems like a good guy. I'm not a fan of his wrestling. I'm just not. This probably explains a lot. Why his in-ring work has been lacking.
Been very sloppy.
Very, very sloppy. I always say, like, anytime he's in the ring wrestling, it almost seems like he's like throwing really bad punches, and he's wrestling at like a mile per hour, or even like 0.5 miles per hour. But I mean, this probably explains a lot, and maybe doing the deathmatch shit isn't helping either.
Too. His physique as well too. Like, he seems a little pudgy. Like, I'm friends with this huge Moxley fan and everything like that. And I'd be messing with her all the time. Like, Moxley's getting fat. That might explain it a little bit too. Like, cause he had a little bit of a gut there before up until the present time.
Yeah, and it's just like you look at him in WWE whenever he came back that one time and he had a new haircut, new look, and he was like jacked. Like, he was jacked fucking Diesel. He gets to AEW and he's just like, he's got a belly. And Jim Cornette, says he looks like a plumber. He calls him Moxley's Plumbing. And it's just, this explains a lot. So, I mean, obviously, I want John to get okay. I want him to be all right. Not just for himself, but for his wife Renee and also their little girl. So,
But oh God, be all right.
Oh God, think of the children.
For fuck's sake.
So
you
let me
take the spoons out of your fat asses all night long because you got some fat ass. No, I'm just kidding.
what the fuck was that?
Scott Steiner.
Oh God. He's fat.
He's fat. Jon Moxley, you fat son bitch. He's fat.
Okay, so let me ask y'all something. Do you think
Jon Moxley, you need to put down the beer, you need to put down the champagne, the Jack Daniels, because you're getting fat. You left WWE 210 pounds, you left WWE a stick. Now you're big as a house. You better get yourself in some gear. You guys got study, he be talking all, all crazy with that, no, you make any sense. Better get yourself gear before I go home and show Renee what it's like to be with a real man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, like I was trying to say. So do y'all think Tony Khan was maybe a little out of line for sharing that on social media?
If it was Moxley's request, I mean, me myself personally, I wouldn't have done it. But if Moxley wanted that to be out there, then I mean, I guess you roll with the flow and then kind of respect his wishes and put that out there. I guess. I mean, that's like I said, I wouldn't do it personally because me myself personally, if it's not common knowledge, it's not my business to tell. But obviously, Jon Moxley trusts Tony Khan as a boss and this, that, and the other enough to share that information with him, obviously because he works for the guy and he signed his paychecks, but enough to allow him to publicly display that business. There's obviously a big trust factor between the two, so I see no problems with it whatsoever. Just because of that fact alone, that Moxley gave him permission to go out there and just spew it out there anyways.
Yeah, I agree. If it was John that told Tony Khan, hey, let the fans know what's going on with me, that's one thing. But certain things need to be private. They gotta stay private because
I agree.
In this world, like now, there was someone that's saying, oh, look, even though there's a good correlation, like a lot of people, like not a lot of people, let's be fair, but there's some people who have gone to AEW and they basically just, their physique started to just go off the wall. It's like, that's something to look at, But at the same time, there were people saying, well wishes to Jon Moxley, but look what Tony Khan's company is doing. They're turning people into alcoholics. And it's like, and regardless, people will find out one way or another, and then when that stuff would have leaked, then that same person or the people would have said something similar because they just hate AEW. And I have my issues with AEW, much as I enjoy, there's things about the product that I enjoy, but there's always going to be people that are going to just say that shit. And it's like, it's not the time to do that. It's a man's life, and he made the choice to get help, and all we can do is just respect that. Like, none of the jabs at AEW is not going to help matters. It's just someone's real life. Man has a family, has a wife, and he has to do what he got to do so that way he can stay healthy and sober for his family and that child. So when people do that, when they just say those lying remarks, it's fucked up. So that's why, in my opinion, things should just be left, private.
I agree with that. Like I said, If it was up to me, I would be like, John, you can tell your fans that alone because it makes Tony Khan seem like he's Captain Save-A-Ho, you know?
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibes that I get, that he's trying to be this rah-rah captain, the Save-A-Ho type guy, and it's not a good look, but like I said, you know, Moxley, if it was Moxley's choice, then I can respect that, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, because for all we know, like you just said, maybe Renee gave the okay for Tony to say, hey, let everyone know what's going on, just so, you know, he was supposed to have a match with Orange Cassidy, and I'm assuming he was going to win.
You wouldn't believe he's going to squash that ass like it was nothing.
Exactly. So, you know, Raven is like, okay, you can let the fans know because I don't want them speculating or freaking out. So it's fine. So I can't imagine Tony just doing it and going into business with himself or for himself. I mean, but
well, he's going to business with himself, all right.
But yeah, from our show to you, Mr. Moxley, we hope you get better.
Yes,
Get better, get clean, not just for yourself or your family. But yeah, that's the show. Appreciate you guys for waking up this early in the morning and joining the show. Appreciate you, RJ, for making a Skype account. I can't with Discord anymore, dude. I just can't. I really can't deal with that fucking shit anymore.
Yeah. The Discord sucks. It sucks. For anything else is good, but for audio, no. It sucks.
Yeah, like I was telling Ruben, when we were recording episode 200, I was fucking losing my shit because like anytime anyone would talk, they would be talking, all of a sudden you would just hear so yeah, Roman Reigns. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it sucks. It sucks anus. So I don't want to use Discord anymore. So and Skype works. You know, there's never really issues with Skype. So
right.
Anyways, guys, go ahead and plug your pluggy plugs. Anyone who wants to start?
Go ahead, Ruben.
Okay. Again, guys are awesome. Definitely, I'm awake now. I was like kind of, still waking up, but goddamn, you woke me up. But appreciate it. More ways than one. You guys may wake me up, but appreciate it. I was actually chomping at the bit to talk about this, the bus flip, and yeah, again, thanks again. But you can find me my personal Twitter account, Ruben Prime _3. Send your hate mail there, and I'll probably look at it and laugh and post it now. I'm not gonna post it, but I will laugh at it. And
you all a bunch of losers in March.
Yes. And also my podcast. I made an account for my podcast, and that's RPE_podcast. That's the account for the podcast. And I'm just gonna post everything relating to podcasts on there. I'm just planning a lot of stuff. So I had to make another account because it was getting kind of like crazy. So I wanted to do that. And also my podcast, I do talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that regarding, current events, a little bit of politics, going to entertainment, fucked up things. Here's when I could relax. Here I could relax and chill. But yeah, I do upload once a week, Lord willing, and yeah, you get some uncut raw shit on there, and please check it out. It's the Room Prime podcast, and just drop by, listen, leave some feedback, leave hate mail, of course. And yeah, and Twitch, also have a Twitch, twitch.tv/Ruben Prime TV. I play lots of Metroid there, and I play lots of other games there too, so definitely check me out there. And Drew, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, it's always a pleasure. And RJ.
follow me on Twitter at RJ Unlimited, where nothing is limited. I'll be doing RJ and the Savage Squad show tomorrow with one of my good friends from the EFED scene, Ryan F. and Adams. So we'll be recording tomorrow, and I should have it up sometime in the afternoon time. We're probably going to record after I come home from work. So, yeah, I'm finally doing a show on my feed. Check it out when it hits. And I'm also going to be doing another show with another one of my friends from work who's a big wrestling mark as well. So we're going to be talking about some stuff. And we're trying to pinpoint a date, but should be sometime next week. So yeah, I mean, I'm coming in with some shows, man, and I'm probably going to be doing some predictions. Drew, if you want to do predictions for AEW, let me know. The pay-per-view.
Oh, absolutely.
But I will be doing some of my own with one of my other friends on Twitter too. So I don't mind bouncing around from show to show and doing predictions and stuff like that. So yeah. Just I'm finally putting out content. And by the way, Monty is now complete. So with that being said, he'll probably be back very soon online. And he already told me, he already hit me up as we was recording this show about doing some shows too. So everything is coming back full circle, people.
Oh yeah, I miss Monty. Tell him I said hi.
Will do.
Same here.
And you guys know where to find me. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Drew Yari Show, YouTube. You can listen to my shows there. Spreaker is where the home base is. Patreon, you know what to do. $5 a month gets you shows with me and Mr. RJ here. Revenge of the Savage Nerds, just me and him talking about shit. Movies we like, comics we like. Tommy Gunn, Lexington Steel for some reason. I don't know why. We owe our podcasting careers with Lexington Steel and Tommy Gunn. I have no idea why, but we just do. You can also hear me and Ruben on a show called Worst of the Worst, where we talk about bad movies. We're trying to do like more cult movies, movies that are so bad that they're almost enjoyable, and we're supposed to be doing one pretty soon.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll talk after off today, tomorrow. So
yeah, all right, absolutely. And then I do one with Mr. Jeffety Lipman, which you just did recently. It's our show called From Our Lips to Your Ears, and I already edited it. I already had the intro and the outro right before we just got into recording, so I'm going to upload that to the Patreon, and this one as well. And that's about it. If you want to send me hate mail, if you want to tell me I'm a racist and I'm a homophobe and I objectify women, I'm going to send you this.
You're a misogynist. Oh, no.
So, yeah.
God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. I never heard God's name called out like that before, ever.
Gianna!
You say God, oh God, oh God, oh God. God, say God's name like 5 times in one sentence.
Oh man, but yeah, that's the show, people. Appreciate y'all for listening, downloading, showing love. But again, as always, please show some love to the Patreon. Just $5 a month. It goes a long way. It could help improve the show. It could help buy better equipment or just new equipment.
It could help save lives.
It could help save lives. It could help. It could help Lexington Steel with whatever is going on in his life.
Oh, God.
Just $5 a month can help Lexington. I can't say
the
it.
violin. Oh my God.
Just $5 a month can help this poor Lexington Steel.
This poor man.
I can't do it. But anyways, guys, we need to wrap up because we're not going to get anything done. But anyways, guys, take care. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And peace.
To go
peace.
even further beyond.
I'm gonna come. Oh my god.